everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Cosmos or Atom against Bitcoin. Remember, if you like the video, hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. So, um, I've never necessarily covered Cosmos. However, after taking a look at potentially other coins that I'd like to look into, just to provide more content, as well as just curious on what else is out there. I kind of want to keep it within the top 30, so slightly larger cryptocurrencies. So looking at VeChain would be one, Dash, Neo, Cosmos, um, Nem, Tezos, Tron, albeit definitely some emotions around that. But I think Cosmos provides an interesting chart. So let's bring it to the day just to get a better sense of where we are currently right now. So currently we're um, at 20 0.000297 Bitcoin. Um, right now, Bitcoin's currently trading at around 18.2. It was fluctuating throughout the day between like just under 18 to slightly above, within 1 or 2%. Altcoins are favoring a little pretty good right now. Ethereum's up 4%. Uh, Chainlink is just down 1% for the day. Celsius is up 3%. Uniswap is also up, uh, albeit very slightly. Um, and Cosmos, like a lot of other cryptocurrencies, since the fall, say August, much like Ethereum, we have been trending downwards, and we kind of uh, went to a local low of about 61%. With the current price right now against Bitcoin, it's just 59.77%, so not that big of a difference. However, looking at it on the weekly, and you can kind of see it a little like even better on the monthly. um, we see that like I wouldn't necessarily include the first 3 months. Much like how like Uniswap is, uh, uh, currently right now, it's very volatile. It's a new coin, um, and I wouldn't put too much stock on it, at least in the first few months. However, going forward, we see this very, very interesting ascending channel where we see higher monthly highs as well as higher monthly lows. And currently, right now, we're at again what seems to be another monthly low. Now, am I going to say like this is going to continue on forever? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I want to say is that currently the trend seems to be over the macro scale with Cosmos is that it is ascending, albeit very slowly. Um, on the whole, you might be waiting a long time to get an enormous return. However, I think Cosmos, like Basic Attention Token, or if you're trading Cardano with Ethereum, I think that's one chart that you can argue that is kind of similar, where it kind of oscillates. The with Atom or with Cosmos, it's not necessarily an oscillation, but well, it is, but it's an ascending oscillation, which I find very, very interesting. Um, that is to say that there isn't a terribly a lot of data with Atom. I mean, the chart only goes back to April of 2019, um, and it's just been going through these phases when it first made the first low at the September of 2019. However, I think it could be a timely trade where you could begin accumulation here and make the bet that it's going to go up, and the target would be somewhere up here in this area. So if we want, we can make a like like a rectangle pattern, kind of like a tolerance, um, so to speak. Oh well, I mean that could work. No, it can't. So you could add, say, tolerance, because we won't be able to get the absolute top, but you can imagine that it is possible to get close to it. So something along the lines like that would be great. Now, I tend to do this with a lot of other cryptocurrencies simply because I know in myself that I will never be able to time the absolute bottom for coins. Best thing to do is kind of create a tolerance, and then look when it is at that area to where what Bitcoin is doing, what altcoins are doing at the time, and make an assessment there. So let's do that. What are charts like Bitcoin doing? Let's just let this load. So Bitcoin right now is currently up. It's been up for the weekend, and um, looks to be trying to test the local highs. Um, Now, what we've been saying for quite some time is waiting for either a correction or some kind of indication that will make Bitcoin start moving sideways. And looking at what positions altcoins are in, I feel like that's fairly close. I know I've been saying that for quite some time, but these things don't happen overnight. Even with uh, runs with Atom, there were days of or weeks where it was down 13%, down 8%, 12%, along that macro run up that we've been talking about. So this could be an opportunity to buy Cosmos. It is in this area. We do see altcoins like Ethereum, um, you know, consistently going up. Uh, and when I mean up, I mean in the sense of this, we're starting to see some form of a reversal, as well as when we look at the Bitcoin dominance, we're down. We seem to be trending lower. And the reversal that Bitcoin tried to do on the 25th of November did not work. We did not reach the higher points of this descending trend line. So all of these kind of lead up to the guess that this might very well be a run for altcoins. And if you are looking for a position, if you're looking at position in Atom, this might be an interesting point where you look at the macro chart, you look at it on the weekly and on the monthly, and you see this pattern playing out. And when you also factor in that if this is a time for altcoins to start rallying, then your guess would be that, well, Atom would probably be a part that, maybe not necessarily leading the market, but it could be a part of that. And if you do buy at the absolute bottom here and you do sell, you can look at 176% profit, roughly, give or take, 10, 20%. And this could be a trade that can be done time and time again. It seems to consistently come back to these lows in a relatively short amount of time. You're not necessarily have to hold this for years on end. I mean, we can take a dated measure move, like price and date, for these moves, and if you bought it around the absolute bottom, you'd have to wait, you know, to the degree of 98 days, uh, and you would have, if you were looking to rebuy, then you could have waited on a span of 147 days, and then you could have rebought, and then coming back here at the top, we're looking at about a 91 days. So it looks that Cosmos can rally within like 3 months or around that time period, which isn't like a heck of a lot of time to wait for. um, I mean, you can hold for years on end if you want, and if this keeps on playing out, then eventually, like every single time Cosmos moves up against Bitcoin, it would be like theoretically it would be at a higher point than it was like previously. However, that's not necessarily how I see Cosmos. Not something that I would want to hold for years on end. I mean, there's not a lot of coins in itself that I would want to be holding years on end. Not even Ethereum. At some point, I would like to offload Ethereum, much as into Bitcoin or what have you. Yeah, I mean, I think Bitcoin would be, out of any coin, one that I would be comfortable holding like 5, 10 years. Um, However, that doesn't mean that you can't make money along the way of waiting. And this is where altcoins where you see these patterns like this come into play, and you can rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. I wouldn't necessarily want to do that, because maybe some other altcoin would catch my attention, but but this could be another timely trade of buying here and then selling it at the upper region of the channel. And I would not expect Cosmos to break this. I mean, it could very well could. Cosmos has never been in a in a bull market before, so the chart pattern could change. um, but it could be in the way of like basic attention token, where it does it quicker, like it just does those ups and downs more frequently. In which case, that's something that you can do as well. You can buy at those area, like you can then rinse and repeat faster if you like. Anyway, but that's essentially what I wanted to talk about today, you guys. Just as an initial look at Cosmos. I will be, doing my best to keep updates on it, at least on the macro scale. We would want to keep an eye on, within 3 months, let's say, see how Cosmos fares. If it does end up at this top region here within 3 months or so, or a little over, because we knew from September to December, it's about 3 months, and same thing here. If you bought here at the initial drop at in like May to August, again, it's roughly 3 months. So that is all for today, you guys. Talk to you later. Bye bye.